Man of the honor, I'm gonna let you take charge. 'Cause I know you feeling good right now. So what's
We're
good?
gonna start with the NBA. We're gonna start with none other than the Miami Heat. So yesterday we had Game 5 against the Milwaukee Bucks, the Miami Heat. Everybody counted the Heat out. Everybody said the Heat would get blown out. Everybody said the Bucks would win 3 straight. And what happened? Jimmy Butler happened. The Heat beat the Bucks in Game 5 in a historic comeback. If you ask me, it was an all-time meltdown from the Bucks. Heat came back from 16 down in the fourth quarter, sent the game in overtime, and won it from there. So, I just want to give Jimmy his flowers for the game. I want to hear your reactions, and I'll go in with what I got to say about it.
We said it when Jimmy was a free agent that one year, when he was leaving Philadelphia. We were saying that wherever he goes, they automatically get better. When Jimmy first joined the Miami Heat, they said he would miss the playoffs, and he laughed at them.
Mm-hmm. They say he was coming to Miami just for the money.
He went to the finals. He went to the finals. The next year they lost in the first round. It happens. The next year they went to the conference finals. This year they just knocked off the Milwaukee Bucks. So from the last, let's say, 4 years, you knocked off Milwaukee, you knocked off Boston, you lost Milwaukee. Next year you knock off Philadelphia. It's very impressive knocking off Philadelphia. It's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're one shot from knocking off Boston.
One shot.
And then this year you knock off Milwaukee. I don't want to hear Giannis got hurt because at the end of the day, Bam was on one leg. Tyler Hero was out. Also, let's talk about this. In Game 4, Milwaukee had like a 15-point lead in the fourth quarter.
15.
And they didn't lose that lead because Giannis was hurt. They didn't.
No.
I was watching the game last night. I was on the phone with my dad. We were watching it, and it was like 84-83. And then next thing you know, Milwaukee's up like 10 or 11 points. Mm-hmm. So they pulling away. I turned to the Warriors game. I look up, these motherfuckers came back. That ain't because Giannis was hurt. That's heart.
Yes.
Miami has always had the most heart. They have great coaching. They have great attitude players. And at the end of the day, Jimmy Butler in the playoffs. I don't want to sound blasphemous, but Jimmy Butler in the playoffs is Jordan-like, Kobe-like. Bron, Kawhi, he don't have champions to back it up. He never had the best team. His best chance of winning, Kawhi hit the luckiest shot he'll ever make in his life.
Yep.
But Jimmy Butler is a floor raiser, a ceiling raiser. He makes everybody better just because of how hard he works.
Okay.
That's how I feel about it. I'm excited. But yeah, it's your spot, man. I'm gonna let you have it.
So all I gotta say is, in each of those games, the last 2 games when Giannis was playing, I was thinking to myself, Milwaukee, if they're not blowing us out, if we are staying in the game, I'm saying as long as we stay in striking distance, Jimmy Butler will take us there. And I knew the Bucks, they just seemed like they was rattled for some reason. And for a champion, they won the championship 2 years ago. For a champion to feel that rattled, in 2 games, not just one. I understand one, you feel me?
Not one,
okay.
Yeah.
You weren't at home the other game. But this game,
3.
Yeah, if we want to say 3, yeah. But you feel me? Game 3, no Giannis, whatever. They thought they could beat us without Giannis. Game 4.
Game 1.
Game 1, yeah.
Y'all hit them in their mouth before Giannis even got hurt.
Yeah.
People don't realize that.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's saying the Giannis excuse, he didn't play. It was losing when Giannis was playing Game 1, and then we lose Tyler Hero, probably someone who's more important to our team against the Bucks than Giannis would be against. Because if I'm be real, the Bucks should be able to beat us. I'm not trying to say that, but I don't know how to really.
Giannis came back, Tyler didn't. Just leave it there.
Just leave
Giannis came back, Tyler didn't.
But anyway, just saying, I felt like the Heat had a chance against the Bucks as long as they kept it close every game, because I felt like Jimmy Butler was to be more trusted than anybody on the Bucks. And a big thing that really helped us win this series is our 3-point shooters. They finally found their jumpers. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they've been saving it for the playoffs or whatever. But them finding their jump shots is a big key to why we was able to beat the Bucks. Jimmy Butler is. I really can't even put into words. Like, I've been talking about this all day, and I'm still trying to put it into words. But
hey, man, the playoffs is about who wants it more,
bro. I can't even put it into words, but. What I can say is Jimmy Butler is who people think Kawhi Leonard. I love Kawhi, But Jimmy Butler is what everybody hypes Kawhi Leonard up to be, because Kawhi Leonard should be this, but he's not available. Jimmy Butler
in the playoffs, they're the same level. They're the same level.
They're the same level. They're literally the same level.
They're the same level.
But
100% same level to me.
So I think the series came down to bad coaching on Buzz and Giannis missing free throws at the last game. Them taking Miami lightly.
Hey, Eric, you ask me this every year. Am I failure? Are you failure? Are you failure? You go your judge. You fail. I missed 23 free throws, but I failure. No, that's the rim fault. It is on the rim.
When I seen him missing free throws, I was like, oh yeah, we got him rattled. Drew Holiday missing free throws and everything. It just really came down to palms got sweaty, bro. Palms got sweaty, and at the end of the day, Miami has been here, been in this position, and they showed that
Drew Holiday missed that free throw.
Yeah,
I said y'all done messed up, and I'm gonna tell you, I was pissed off when I saw Gabe Vincent throwing an inbound pass. I said, why is he let Lowry pass the ball in?
He did this in February against I think it was Minnesota. Pass? He did the same thing. We did that play against Minnesota. Threw it to Jimmy.
Did you know that was coming?
Yeah, I knew that they was gonna run that play. I didn't think that the way that Jimmy broke it down. He said the way Drew was guarding him, he wasn't even trying to shoot gaps or nothing. He was staying on the side. So
it was obvious.
It was genius. Like, it was genius. Yeah. I knew because we loved that play. Like, we did that with Bron and Wade. We won games before doing this. I saw the play coming, especially when Brook Lopez was out. I was like, oh shit, we probably gonna try to do this. Mm-hmm. But when he threw it, I said, oh, Jimmy's not getting that shit. They gonna hit that. And Jimmy caught it and made the bucket, bro.
Jimmy is crazy.
That is actually insane to me.
He is crazy.
And he'll put on a masterclass coaching wise, because the way he set Jimmy up to score is just amazing. Like, you feel me? Game four, Jimmy was, the main ball handler. He was carrying us like that. But this game, he switched it up. He had Bam handling the ball. He had Bam distributing. He had Jimmy getting the spot, setting screens on Brook Lopez, then, rolling down, getting the ball, just, put him in off-ball situations for him to score. And it was just amazing. And then not calling a timeout to let us go down and give us a chance to hit a three when Gabe Vincent hit that three. And saved the timeout.
He saved the
timeout. That was amazing. And saving our challenge for when Kyle Lowry...
He knew.
Yeah, he knew. Because, at the end of the day, you put us in this position, I gotta have this just in case, He saved the challenge. Kyle Lowry got called for a foul, which didn't make any sense why you would even call that. If anything, it was on Middleton. And they kept it fair. They was like, we'll just let you guys decide the game, jump ball. Mm-hmm. We're not going to give them free throws. So,
what's crazy
saving that challenge, saving the timeout.
You said
amazing.
You said Jimmy is who people, put Kawhi up to be. I'm going to take it a step further. Eric Spoelstra is who they put Ty Lue up to be.
Yeah.
People say LeBron has never had a great coach. Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah, Spo.
I'm just saying,
he left it.
Eric Spoelstra is an amazing head coach. He's
brilliant.
Tyronn Lue, I'm sorry.
I feel like
people might agree with me.
You think he's overrated?
But you got people saying he's the best coach in the league.
No.
He is the most overrated coach in basketball.
I just think he's a player's coach. Like, I feel like he's good with players. Players like him. And
Ty Lue ain't even a better coach than Mike Brown.
Yeah, if we talk about X's and O's, I've never seen Ty Lue.
I can name guys who can outcoach Ty Lue. Cause let's be real. At the end of the day, you still have LeBron and Kyrie. You ain't did nothing since you had LeBron and Kyrie. Mm-hmm. Nothing.
Exactly. And we're not about to give Ty Lue credit for that 3-1 comeback. That's Bron and Kyrie right there. Like, come on.
LeBron and Kyrie getting 40 every game.
Yeah, like, come on.
Come on, man. Ty Lue's a good coach. He's a B+ coach. But he is not the best coach in the league.
Yeah.
He is not. Now, is he a better coach than some people I know? Darvin. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sick of him. Oh,
yeah, I just think Ty Lue's a player's coach, But Spo is an X and O's, a player coach. Spo is amazing. So I got to give him his flowers.
Let's talk about their
second round matchup.
So point is, let's talk about your opponent, the New York Knicks. What Stephen A. say? Go New York, go New York.
He said to the finals or whatever. Bro, I was laughing. I'm not gonna lie.
The finals. finals.
I'm not going to knock them. I think they got a cool shot. I don't see it happening, but you feel me? They got a solid shot.
Here's the thing. I like the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Knicks. But even though the Knicks beat Boston a couple times,
it's regular season.
I don't like their matchup with Boston more than I like Miami's matchup with Boston.
Yeah.
Because Miami has the ability to guard all three levels while also scoring at all three levels.
Yeah.
New York is Brunson. You got a few good role players, and you never know what you're going to get out of Randall. Randall has not been good this postseason.
Mm-hmm.
Randall in the playoffs series against Al Horford is going to be going through it. Randall against Bam Adebayo in a series is going to be going through it. Mm-hmm. He's a great player, but when things slow down and they tighten up them lanes, like look at the Memphis and Lakers series. Once you tighten them lanes up and you got a team that knows how to do it, everything is difficult. And I don't think Memphis. I don't think New York has enough shot makers and clamp breakdowns. You know how they say on 2K? The clamp. They don't have enough for that. They got Brunson. And Quickly can do it a little bit. But who else?
You know.
Who else? I love Josh Hart, by the way, but who else?
RJ Barrett's got to take that role a little bit. He's okay.
It's going to be tough, man, because the only way Barrett is going to really have... Barrett's actually the most important player in the series for the Knicks.
Because he's probably going to get one of our smaller defenders, if I'm being real.
I'm expecting Jalen Brunson to see a healthy dose of Jimmy Butler. But if that's the case, if Jimmy even guards him 35% of the time,
I think he's
going to be in trouble.
I think we start Gabe Vincent on him for a good.
Yeah, but when it matters, I think Jimmy's closing on him.
He's going to see so many different looks. Like, that's the thing. I don't think there's one guy. Jimmy's going to bother him. Bam's going to get some looks on him. Caleb's going to get some looks on him. You know, we got a lot of guys for that.
What needs to happen for Miami to win? You do Miami, I'll do New York.
All right.
So what do you think needs to happen for Miami to win?
For Miami to win
against New York.
For Miami to win, we need to maintain our 3-point shooting. I don't need our 3-point shooting to, have just been a fluke against the Bucks. I think we were shooting a good percentage. I think we were shooting like 60% at one point. I'm sure it dropped down. I think it might have been like high 40s, 50s, whatever. Our 3-point shooting
for the series?
For the series.
Yeah.
So our 3-point shooting, that can't go away. That needs to stay there.
Lamar Jackson, 260.
That's crazy. Damn.
I don't know what the guarantee is, but 5 years, 260.
Damn. Oof. But yeah. As far as the matchup, 3-point shooting, that is key. We need to maintain that. As far as offense, I think New York is going to probably play better defense against Jimmy Butler than Milwaukee did. Milwaukee was the best defensive team in the league, but they had a lot of pride. Drew Holiday had a lot of pride. He felt like, I could guard Jimmy one-on-one. I don't need to double. Giannis said he wanted to get him. For some reason, Giannis didn't get him. I feel like New York, Tibbs is not going to just let Jimmy ISO one guy at a time. I feel like he's going to get a lot of looks at him. So, different double teams and everything. So we need our role players to step up. We don't have Tyler. I think Bam is crucial. He is key. He needs to have a great series. He struggles against taller bigs for some reason. It never fails. Joel Embiid, Brook Lopez, Cat, like just bigger centers, whatever. For some reason, he struggles. Mitchell Robinson is one of the best defensive centers in the league. I need Bam to be aggressive. I need him to play the way he was playing before the All-Star break. I know he's dealing with that hammy issue, but he needs to play the way he played in that fourth quarter and overtime for us to win. And, like I said, the role players, I think Gabe Vincent, Kyle Lowry, Max Strus, all of them are going to be key. So we just need everybody to play the way they played against Milwaukee. I feel like that'll be enough. And it'll come down to Spo as well. I'll coach in Tibbs.
Okay, that's 100% fair. Now, as far as the New York Knicks go, there's a few ways to go about it, right? So, obviously, they had a few matchups in the regular season. I think it was 3-1 the Knicks way. But if you look at the point differential, it was only like 2 points on average per game.
Yeah.
Really close games. If that's this is the Knicks absolutely have to protect home court first and foremost.
Don't let Jimmy
Protect
steal a game.
But the problem is, the Garden is where people go to create their legend.
Exactly.
First and foremost.
Exactly.
So the Garden is where people go to protect their legend. So the Knicks need to do everything in their power to cancel Jimmy Butler out, and it's easier said than done. But the same way you said the same way you said that they got to send different looks at Brunson. Well, Tibbs has to send different looks at Jimmy. You got Barrett, you got Josh Hart, you got a bunch of guys who can just throw bodies at him.
Yeah.
Even if Randall's healthy, give him a couple possessions just to put some size on him, just to show him something different. Obviously, he's not a great defender, but if you keep mixing it up, because Milwaukee gave him the same look every possession for 5 games straight.
They were switching the defenders up, but as far as the coverage,
but the coverage, it was always under the screen,
dropping. It was just crazy. Yeah.
They always went under, and you have that's why Jimmy said, "Hey, I know what they're gonna do.
Let's
crazy. Run this play."
You can't.
You're not gonna be able to predict what New York is coming with.
Exactly,
because Tibbs is a mastermind on defense.
Coverage. Just keep switching up. So
they're gonna need Julius healthy.
Yeah,
they're gonna need Julius healthy, and he's going to have to be Julius Randle. I need 20 and 10 every night, an efficient 20 and 10. That's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take. If he's not his best version, they have no shot. Because Cleveland has talent, but Cleveland is not as deep as Miami.
And Cleveland can't shoot as well. They have 2 people who can shoot.
Cleveland's not as physical as Miami. Cleveland don't have as many dogs as Miami. They don't rebound as well, and their bigs are too thin. And they're not experienced. This Miami team has been to a finals. They've been to 2 conference finals. Jimmy Butler been winning in the playoffs for 10 years now. So you have to really come. We got Spo, who's way more experienced than Bickerstaff. So in every way possible, this Miami team is better than what we saw in Cleveland. So that's first and foremost. You got to realize it's going to be a dogfight.
It's going to be too bright.
It's going to be a physical wrestling match the entire time. So you got to match that. But it's going to come down to shooting. The Knicks will have a game where they'll shoot lights out, and then the next game they can't hit a shot.
Yeah.
They got to be consistent. Hart got to knock down his shot. Barrett was terrible for the first 2.5 games. He got it going eventually. If they put it all on Brunson, it's not going to work.
Yeah, I think Miami, a big key as well is to cut off Brunson. I feel like you cut off the head of the horse. You feel me? Everything else is going to fall.
At least bother.
Yeah, we have to it'll be really crucial giving him different looks as well. Like, same way you said, don't make Jimmy comfortable. Don't give him the same look so where he knows he's coming and he knows the shots he's going to get. Give Brunson different looks. You know, I feel like Cleveland didn't bother him enough.
Okay, so prediction. Who you got? I'm pretty sure you got Miami, but let's talk about how many games. How do you see it playing out?
I got Miami winning it in 6 games. Even if it was to go a 7th game, I still would ride with Miami because I feel like we have the best player. And
Jimmy in the game 7 is problem.
In the Garden, Jimmy, game 7, I don't think he would lose, even if it did go 7. But I got Miami winning this game, winning this series in 6 games. I think they get game 1 and, goes from there.
I'm about to piss off Mr. Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, fuck them Knicks.
But there's a chance. All right, a chance. There is a chance Miami wins this series in 5.
I could see it.
I don't see the firepower from the Knicks. They are a great team. I'm going to lean towards 6, but I think there's a chance we get 5, man, because I just think Miami's a better team. I know the regular season, all this other stuff, but you got to realize Miami had injuries. They had some internal issues for a minute. You probably had fatigue. You don't know what it was. They're winning the games they need to win.
Yeah. It really came down to the offense flipping.
They didn't just beat Milwaukee. They beat the shit out of Milwaukee. It wasn't like a bounce here, a bounce there. No, they were the better team in every game except 1. And it's not even like a close thing. They were better. Flat out. Jimmy Butler was the best player in the series. By far. Jimmy Butler is going to be the best player in this series. By far. I love Jalen Brunson. But Jimmy is just... If Jimmy played like the playoff Jimmy every year in like the whole season, he'd be the MVP.
He'd be MVP.
He'd be an undisputed top 5 player in the league. Yeah. Undisputed.
Yeah. And if I got to be real, going from Milwaukee to the Knicks, like I'm not trying to diminish the Knicks at all, but that is like that is all we can hope for. Like we don't got to deal with Brook Lopez and Giannis pick and rolls anymore.
Here's the thing.
Like, oh my god.
If the Knicks want to extend the series, they need to win both home games.
They got to secure home court, but they're not going to do that.
They need to do what Sacramento did and win both home games.
Yeah, but
because if they let Miami come in and steal a game at the Garden,
we're still in the game.
Y'all think y'all gonna go win at the beach? Good luck. Go New York, go New York.
You seen that crowd in Game 4? That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, you feel me? At the end of the day, I got Heat in 6. Heat in 6. Hemi Butler. You see the jersey.
We got two teams from California that are up 3-2 in their series. The Golden State Warriors are up 3-2 in Sacramento. Game 6 at home tomorrow. Lakers up 3-2 against the Memphis Grizzlies. Game 6 tomorrow. Who is in a better position right now?
If I had to be honest, I think you guys are both. I think both teams are in really good positions. But if I had to be honest, I think the Warriors are in a much better position. And that's mainly because the Lakers have such a physical matchup that I'm still scared for them just because the physicality and, you know, Anthony Davis durability, LeBron James durability, you never know, you know. As physical as Memphis is, there's a reason why I feel like the Lakers need to end this series as fast as possible. Don't let it go to a 7-game. Even if you win, it's not worth the tread on your body, you know. Like it's just too much. Yeah, it's just like, you know, and the Warriors and Sacramento is really good. Like Sacramento can still win the series, but it's not like as physical as the Lakers and Memphis series is, you know. Like, yeah, they're having some physical stuff, but you're not getting beat up. Steph Curry's probably not going home icing and stuff. I'm pretty sure Anthony Davis is icing that hip to this day, right now, you know, after that hip injury. So I just feel like as far as physicality, I just think the Lakers are in a little more danger than the Warriors, especially because the Warriors are going home. They're so good at home. Steve Kerr's not going to let them lose a game. You guys also have Darvin Ham. I don't want to really get into that, you know, how untrustworthy he is, but
Darvin's had an amazing series too. That's the
other than when he took Anthony Davis out the game after it was a 1-point game. Y'all had momentum.
Last night he was terrible.
He took LeBron out, but then I thought he was yeah. So it's just things like that. And
last night Darvin sucked.
It's just things
for the series. Darvin's been really good.
It's just things that scare me for y'all. And Memphis is starting to kind of, you know, figure it out a little bit. I still think you guys are going to win that series.
I wouldn't figure it out. They lost 2 out of the last 3.
Yeah, but they could have easily won. If not for D'Lo's 3 threes, they could have easily won that game in LA. You know, it was big. They won it.
Game 4?
Yeah, game 4.
I mean, they're a tough team. They play hard. They keep it competitive.
I think it's dangerous, you know, and not to say I don't think Sacramento's dangerous, but I just think the Warriors figured it out.
You know what I say about, you know what I say about almost winning?
Yeah.
And they could have won.
Mm-hmm.
I say coffee is for closers.
Yeah.
ABC, always be closing. I want to hear about no almost. I want to hear about Harrison Barnes almost making the shot or D'Angelo Russell almost missing. You win or you lose. Jimmy Butler almost didn't tip the ball in. You win or you lose. Now, I 100% agree with your points. I disagree with your answer. I'm going to tell you why. This is going to sound crazy, but I truly don't care. The Lakers are in a better position. Because, one, LeBron James was terrible last game.
Terrible.
LeBron James, that wasn't LeBron.
All right.
That was remember when you saw LeBron in the crowd watching LeBron play?
I know where you're gonna go. I know where you're gonna go.
It was the LeBron sitting front row playing against Memphis. LeBron was at home with his kids, with his feet up, watching the game. That was a phony. They glued a beard on LeBron. That was LeBron James. LeBron James. That was not him.
And you guys still had a chance to win that game.
That's one. 2, our role players were awful. Every last one of them. 3, Darvin Ham. Awful. Every 6'6" of them.
Hey, there's a few people that need to be out that rotation. A few people that need to be added.
the way I see it, the reason why the Lakers are in a better position is because that although I am praying, I am begging the God we get out of this series because yes, the physicality. It looked like we getting robbed every time we get the ball.
All these linebackers and shit.
Every time we get the ball, it's like put your hands behind your back. Yeah, we like it's crazy. They slamming you on a car. They throwing you in the back seat of the. It feel like the police, man. You going against the Memphis Grizzlies. Got all these 6'8", 250-pound
linebackers. Talk about
they got Karl Malone playing shooting guard. Who is these fools? They got Apollo Creed playing shoot. Do you see Desmond Bane? Bane look like the dude from Batman. That's the Bane he is. They only got one scrawny dude on the team, and he jumped 80 feet in the air. So it was like, come on, man. But the Lakers are in a better position, even though, because here's the thing. This physicality is setting them up going forward. You survive this, you go through this, you get beat up, you get knocked down, you come out of this healthy, get a couple of days off, you get to go play against the Golden State Warriors or the Sacramento Kings. All those are amazing teams. It's a way different challenge, but guess what? You ain't getting knocked on your ass every possession. You might get stalked in the chest once or twice.
Yeah. You get past this type of defense, you see some other coverages is nothing.
Once like LeBron gonna go from what's his name from the Nutty Professor? You know what I'm talking about. Sherman. He gonna go from Sherman Clump to Andrew Wiggins. He gonna go from the Lakers are about to go from Sherman Clump to Buddy Love. That's how this matchup is gonna be. Like they're in a better position because where our going home is Los Angeles, California. LeBron sucked. LeBron will not be bad again. And I'm expecting our role players, Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, show up. I'm expecting the rotation to be better. We got to play 30 minutes. And one thing, I need Lonnie Walker in the rotation. If I see Malik Beasley again, I want Darvin Ham fired.
Did he miss like 3 straight threes?
I don't care. We win the championship. If I see Malik Beasley tomorrow, I want Darvin Ham fired. But yes, Lakers are in a better position because even though the Sun, even though the Clippers, oh my God, I'm tripping. Even though the Warriors, I got one of the Pacific teams, right? Even though the Warriors are playing against, I think, a lesser opponent, it's still one of them things where I believe this series is building the Lakers for the long run.
So you feel the Warriors are already good for the thing, but the Lakers to make it
good.
Okay,
we're the better team. I don't think either team is losing tomorrow.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if both teams handled their business. So I think, going forward, if they do that, I do believe the Lakers are in a better position because of like this setup. As long as they're not too beat up.
Yeah. Just get past this series, you guys are good.
Oh my God! I swear to God, the minute we close this series, I'm gonna send the GIF to the group chat.
One thing I should say is Darvin Ham should take out. He should take out Troy Brown out the rotation. He should take out Malik Beasley, and he should put in Lonnie Walker, and he should put in Bamba. I don't understand
because we don't have to play center.
Literally, like it's just like, bro, you're exposing the rim when AD come out. And then wonder why you're getting beat in the paint. Put a shot blocker who spreads the floor that you have on your bench. Like, you know what Miami would get for that?
Right. Every time AD leave the court, John Morant come crashing to the rim. Literally, bro. Somebody knock him in his head.
Like, if y'all not going to use Bamba, bro, pass him to us. Like, I'm telling you, bro.
Bamba not being a part of the rotation is the dumbest thing in the world. At the end of the day, yes, he's a floor spacer.
Might as well keep Bev.
Here's the thing. I don't even care if he scores. I don't care if he gets any lobs. I don't care if he makes any threes. The very fact is, if you have a 7'10" wingspan, one, you can guard the pick and the roll at the same goddamn time. You can cover the ball handler and the roller. Spread your arms out, stay in that motherfucking middle. Whoever commits first, Anthony Davis can do that. But Bamba got a 7'10" wingspan. Protect the rim. They not slicing to that rim right away. Just because if Bamba's in there, they're not about to just keep crashing. They already think twice with AD in there, and AD's the best rim protector in the league, in my opinion. But Mo Bamba is an elite rim protector. Let him play. Here's another thing. Bamba and Walker can't do worse than what Troy Brown and Malik Beasley's doing. They can't do no worse. Give it a chance. Yeah. I swear to God, you track them on the court against the Warriors, you're getting shot out.
That's what I'm saying. At least build and you're supposed to do that in the beginning of a series. You're supposed to
because Lonnie Walker with not one play called for him can get you 15 points.
Yeah.
Because he can create, he can shoot, he gonna jump in passing lanes, he gonna break out in transition, and he's a great free throw shooter.
It's actually crazy. He was you guys' third leading scorer before the trades, and then fell out the rotation.
Nope. Before he got hurt, and when he came back, he was playing behind Patrick Beverly and Dennis Schroeder.
Mm-hmm. That is actually crazy.
The starting lineup was Schroeder, Beverly, Walker, LeBron, AD. But then once he got hurt, they put Troy Brown in there, and then they put fucking Toscano Anderson in there, and Lonnie was just on the bench. What are you doing? Yeah. And then when Austin blew up, it was over for him. But anyway. So you said Warriors in a better spot, I got the Lakers in a better spot. It's all good, man. It's all
good. But mine was simply based on the series. I feel like the Warriors are going to handle business. I feel like the Lakers are going to handle business, but I think it's more in the air.
I'm worried.
More in the air. Yeah, that's what I'm
worried. Yeah. I think both squads should be worried, though. Yeah. No, neither one of these guys are blowing their opponent out.
No, for sure. That's exactly why I'm so happy how the Heat took care of business in Game 5. Like, I was so scared.
What it comes down to for me is that I just believe in this game in Los Angeles, I trust LeBron more than I trust John Morant. No, and then in San Francisco, I trust Steph Curry more than I trust De'Aaron Fox.
That's what it really comes down to.
That's why I believe.
Go with the best players.
Neither team wants Game 7.
Yeah.
If we go to Game 7, even if we win Game 7, if we go to Game 7, I am hiding my face. I ain't talking to nobody. Lakers better win that game.
Especially because neither of you guys have home court advantage. Yeah.
Road to 18, baby. Road to 18. All right, so next up, we got an interesting conversation where basically we're talking about two of the best playoff performers currently. You got Devin Booker, you got Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
So obviously, Devin Booker, he won his series in 5. The Clippers weren't all the way healthy. Mm-hmm. But you got Jimmy Butler. He won his series in 5. He didn't have home court advantage, so it's like both teams, man. Mm-hmm. Both guys really showed out. They carried. So who do you think has been the best playoff performer so far?
Okay. Before I get into it, we got robbed of an amazing series because if Kawhi and PG was healthy against that Phoenix Suns team, it would have been amazing. But going to the question,
no, it wouldn't have. It would have been over.
Well, Clippers would have won, but I'm saying
Clippers would have dog walked.
But it at least would have been fun games to watch. A fun 6-game series, bro.
If the Clippers were healthy, they probably would have beat the Suns in 5 or might have even swept them. It would not have been fun, bro.
I feel like it would have been PG guarding Book, Kawhi guarding KD. Like, it just would have been nice, man. Russ guarding CP. Like, I would have enjoyed it.
They let Norman Powell get 50 on them. You would not have enjoyed that. It would have been It would have been Denver and Minnesota with big names.
Fun basketball.
It would have been Denver and Minnesota with big names.
Okay, but yeah. To answer the question, who had a better playoff series? I don't even think this is a question. We saw it on Twitter. I personally don't think it's a question. Jimmy Butler by far has had a better playoff run, and I'm gonna simply say it like this: Jimmy Butler does not have a guy like Kevin Durant to make it where you're not going to see the best defender. You're not going to see any double team. You're not going to see any of that because they're focusing all their attention on stopping this guy because they're more afraid of him. Jimmy Butler don't have that. He also he didn't even have a number 2 guy. Like, Bam Adebayo showed up in the last game, but he was awful. Like, he didn't have an undisputed bucket getter that he could fully count on. Like, he can't say, yeah, this is my second guy. It was always switching up. Gabe Vincent will step up. Duncan Robinson will step up. Caleb Martin step up. Bam will step up at one point. Kyle Lowry will step up. So he didn't have the undisputed guy where Book has had CP to take pressure off of him, Aiden to a lesser extent, KD. Even Torrey Craig had a great series, Like, Jimmy Butler did not have that. And mind you, he averaged 37.6 points per game this series in 5 games. He's had a game where he scored 42. 2 games where he scored 40. He's had 56. Like, it's just, he's seen the best defenders in the world. Brook Lopez is going to be All-NBA first team. Drew Holiday, All-NBA first team. Giannis might be All-NBA first team as well. Maybe might be second because of injuries or whatever. But, I just don't think it's a question. And on top of that, Phoenix played against a Clippers team that was injured. So, I got to give it to Jimmy, man. I got to. He was amazing, especially beating a number 1 seed coming in as a playing team when everybody predicted you'll get swept or losing 5 games, even if Giannis didn't play. Like, it's just I can't go against my guy Jimmy, man.
That's respectable. Really is. And it's hard to even argue against it. But yeah, I gotta go with Devin Booker.
Yeah.
I just got to. Because, like, Devin Booker is also averaging 37 points a game.
Okay.
He is. Mm-hmm. Devin Booker also had multiple games where he had 8+ assists. So he was doing Chris Paul job and Kevin Durant's job. Although, you're right. He does have Kevin Durant out there. Yes, 100%. But what I will tell you is, do you know Jimmy Butler played 2 games under 30 minutes?
Okay. Well, one of the games,
Do you know what would have happened if Devin Booker played less than 40 minutes?
That game, they might have lost.
They would have lost every game.
Okay.
Devin Booker played 40. He averaged 43 minutes a game for the series. Although, Jimmy Butler definitely had more responsibility because he didn't have as many weapons. But them Clippers, they wasn't healthy. But Norman Powell was giving them fit 40. Westbrook was looking like 2016. All these dudes were showing out. And Devin Booker on the court with Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, even Russell Westbrook said, no, I am the man here. I am the star. 100%. And the other thing is, if Devin Booker does not get his shot blocked in game 1, they sweep the Clippers. Even though I know they had their injuries. Kawhi played the first 2 games, though. Mm-hmm. Now, when they went back to LA, they didn't have him. But Devin Booker responded. Every time the Clippers were taking control of the game, it was not Kevin Durant showing up. It was Devin Booker. Devin Booker in the closeout game had 47. In game 3, he had 45. But he also did it, like I said, with 8 rebounds, 9 rebounds. He had a game with 11 assists. So they're close. But I'm going with Devin Booker, man.
I mean, hey, I respect it. I respect it. I could easily, rebuttal that take Jimmy off the court. We're getting our ass whooped every game. You could say Devin Booker, he had to play 40 minutes and all that because of their depth being questionable. But, the Heat size is questionable. If not for Jimmy's basically our second tallest guy on the team. Kevin Love, yeah, but Jimmy Butler's been playing power forward all. Like, he guarding Giannis, guarding Brook Lopez at points. It's just, I think Jimmy's impact on the team, his importance is more than Devin Booker, because I could argue if Devin Booker wasn't there, the Suns could probably still beat the Clippers without the guys that they play against.
Hell no.
With the guys that they play against, Russell Westbrook and Norman Powell?
No, because I'm telling you, Kevin Durant had a good series by his standards. But there were times I forgot Kevin Durant was even there.
Well, who's to say he just wasn't pressing the issue, though?
There was times I forgot Chris Paul was even there. Because here's the thing, man. I know Chris Paul was there. I know Devin Booker. I know Kevin Durant was there. But when the games was in the balance, it was Devin Booker hitting them shots. It was Devin Booker breaking down the defense. It was Devin Booker. Devin Booker was playing a little bit of defense too. It was Devin Booker setting up to open his teammates. It was all Devin. Come on, man.
But as far as the predictions go, everybody had the Bucks winning game 4. Everybody had the Bucks winning game 5, and Jimmy came in and dropped 56 and 42. And
now, when I tell you, for a legacy, Jimmy had a bigger legacy stamp right there. I'll give you that.
And then, mind you, Drew Holiday is considered to be the best defender by his peers. All his peers say he is the best defender in the league. Jimmy Butler is losing the game and saying, you can't guard me. This is on your head while we're down, and coming back and still busting his ass. Like, come on,
his peers are stupid.
His peers.
That's what it is. His peers are so stupid. They named the same referee as the best and worst. All right, that's how stupid his peers are. His peers are so stupid.
They said Jimmy was one of the most overrated players in the league.
As I'm saying, they had Jimmy in the top 4 most overrated. So don't care about them peers.
Yeah. No, you feel me? I'm just saying he busting one of the best defenders. He busting the best defensive team in the league's ass and telling them about it while he's doing it. So, in my eyes, Devin Booker is the type of guy to shit talk after he wins or front running and shit. Jimmy Butler is doing it while he's coming back, or he's doing it before the game starts.
That sounds like a Memphis Grizzly, but go ahead.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I've seen Devin Booker do it too at Luka, you know, but Jimmy Butler, I'm posting deer on my Instagram while the series is going on. I'm gonna make y'all mad regardless, and I'm still, you know, so I just gotta all of that combined. I just gotta go with Jimmy.
That 56-point game was incredible.
Masterclass.
Last night was incredible.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, if we look at the totality of the series, obviously those games were just important, amazing. I personally think, because think about it, Jimmy had a 56-point game, and they still ended with the same point average.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Now, what I will say is they would not have won the series, or at least won it as easily, if those guys weren't superhuman. I am extremely disappointed in Kevin Durant.
No,
I am.
Okay.
Because we were texting back and forth during them games, and I was like, "Where is he? Why is he just?"
Especially the first two games, while Kawhi, I mean, him and Kawhi was kind of going back and forth, but you know, I felt like Kawhi
Durant had some good moments.
Yeah.
But like, because here's the thing, I know obviously Jimmy did it against a better defense. That's 100%. Clippers defense is terrible. But I will say, like, Kevin Durant, I know Kevin probably averaged 28 points a game in this series, which on the surface sounds really good. But when you're playing almost 48 minutes a game, I want to see you be more aggressive. He wasn't that aggressive. Yeah. They had Norman Powell and Eric Gordon guarding, Nicholas Batum guarding. I know they said double teams, but goddamn, Kevin.
Against Denver, he's going to have to be the quote-unquote best player in the league, according to some people. You know, he's going to have to be that guy. Yeah.